nightmares when I got my ice. Girl up on my left side, girl up on my right.
These are the new Adidas Speedflow 4. Obviously, as a soccer player, I've always been used to using Adidas as my pair of shoes, but there's always a lot of competition when it comes to soccer shoes because players always want to make sure they choose the perfect match, obviously for their games whatsoever. And obviously there's competition in between Nike, Under Armour, Puma and other brands of shoes. But today we're going to be testing out those shoes, and I'm going to do a little bit of a review whether I will recommend those shoes for any other soccer players or not. And at the end of the video I'll give them a rate out of 10. And yeah, but from that, make sure you like, subscribe and share this content, and let's get on with this video, man. Are the Adidas X one of the best speed boots Adidas made? Well, let's talk a little bit deeper about the boots itself. The Adidas X Speedflow holds the unique distinction of being the only speed boot in the market to not embrace knit, while the likes of Nike, Puma, New Balance and even Mizuno have all integrated knit into their boots. Adidas have bucked the trend with an old school super thin synthetic upper reminiscent of the past F50 Adizero models. And I know it sounds like a lot of information, but it's definitely something you should know. When it comes to having a feel of the ball, the shoes does its jobs. You just get this very sock-like and sculpted sensation around your foot everywhere else, as cliche as it sounds, and the heel is much softer and frankly better, which boosted my confidence from the way they fit. Now, when it comes to a touch of the ball, well, the touch is more than good enough. You get this kind of matte texture feel on the ball with a bit of grip too, but it is well balanced and never feels overly sticky. The boots just make you physically faster, and still for me this is the best speed outsole you can get at the moment because it makes you feel on your toes and it makes you feel ready. The studs are also pretty good. They dig in well to the ground to give you a secure footing in all directions without any stud pressure. In terms of sizing, I went for my usual UK 10.5, something which seems to be increasingly common among the latest generation of Adidas in my opinion. Well, while the length was perfect and I enjoy how thin the foam fitting the super thin filtering felt on my feet, I did suggest going down half a size if you got an narrow foot. Well, on the other hand though, when you push off, it's basically like pushing off in a pair of running stop blocks because of how explosive and responsive these shoes are. But there are also a couple of annoying things that you need to know about. I found around 3 things that bug me, and the first thing is protection. There's not really much to talk about it, but the speed flow is thin and so there isn't any. Also, the other thing that there's also the fact that the upper is soft but still bulges a bit when you bend your foot, and yes, it's gonna get better as you break them in. Finally, there's lockdown. It's good enough, yeah, but I still felt some movement inside of the Speedflow, plus when I made extreme change of direction, and if lockdown was important to you too, that might sound like a problem. However, it's not though, because you can just go and get a Speedflow 0.1, which has an even softer textile upper. So, to answer my question from the beginning, well, the boots are honestly not too bad, and honestly I am quite happy with the way they felt on my feet and whatsoever. But you know what, I think it's time to give them a rating and see how that goes. Now it comes to the rating of the shoes. Obviously, as you can see, the dribbling, the shooting, the shoes are just great, and you know, the material feels amazing as well. And of course, you know, I really like the design. Of course, the inside, as you can see, as soon as you put your foot inside, it just feels comfortable. Obviously not too tight or whatsoever, which is quite good. If I was to rate the shoes, I'll give them a good 9.5 out of 10, and it's definitely a pair I would recommend to other soccer players whatsoever. Obviously Adidas always makes great pairs of shoes every year. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe and share this content. And obviously if you would like more reviews with more football boots, soccer boots, let me know down below, comment whatsoever, and I'll see you another time guys. Take care.
Yo, feds having nightmares when I got my ice. Girl up on my left side, girl up on my right. 6-figure transfer when I come a ride. That's why the ops them just wanna take my life. Before the music, I had to put a shift.